From the Thundercats versus Transformers battles of my childhood to the phenomena that is Super Smash Bros., it's perfectly normal for fans of heroic fiction to wonder what would happen if the heroes and villains of different stories suddenly found themselves in battle with each other. Well, it's from that fantastic premise that we find ourselves checking out Unmatched, Battle of Legends, Volume 1 from Restoration Games, because as they say, in battle, there are no equals. Unmatched features two players or two teams squaring off against each other in a battle royale to see who's the victor. This version, Volume 1, is essentially the base game. It comes with a double-sided board and 4 characters from literary history: King Arthur, Medusa, Sinbad, and Alice. Each character has a unique deck, a unique standee, and unique rules that makes playing as them and battling against each other, well, unique. Now, it isn't often that I tout how easy it is to set up a game as part of a review, but for the purposes of Unmatched, I think the extraordinary speed with which you can get it to the table is actually a really cool feature. Watch. You open the box, you take out the map, you take out your characters, you shuffle your deck, and you're done. The rules of engagement in Unmatched are straightforward and easy to grasp. Your deck is essentially composed of 4 kinds of cards: attack cards, defense cards, cards that can do both, and scheme cards that act as special abilities. Every card you play has the potential to have some unique effect in addition to just either dealing or stopping you from being hit by damage. For example, there are attack cards that will trigger extra damage if you win a combat, or defense cards that will let you draw extra cards depending on whether your opponent was able to damage you or not. Each deck is highly thematic and unique in its flavor, and so you end up with abilities and cards that really feel different depending on who you are. For example, King Arthur's deck features Excalibur, which is a tremendously powerful damage-dealing card, and also cards that allow Merlin to cast magic and do ranged attacks, because Merlin backs up King Arthur as his sidekick. On your turn, you'll choose between one of 3 possible actions. There's Maneuver, which lets you move your fighters and draw cards. There's Attack, which lets you use your cards to engage opponents that are in range of your attacks. Or there's Scheme, which lets you play those unique scheme cards, like Alice's Eat Me, which lets her suddenly move 3 spaces and change size. Combat keeps going like this, with players taking turns attacking, defending, and scheming until one side manages to defeat the other side's heroes. Every character is accompanied by a sidekick, but your sidekick isn't going to save you if your main hero is defeated. The winner is either the individual or the team that manages to knock out their opponent's heroes first, and that can happen with incredible swift brutality. What I really love about Unmatched is the fact that not only can you dive straight into the game and get to battling as quickly as you can manage to get it out of the box, but the fact is that it does something that I think a lot of us did as kids and wondered that what would happen if our favorite heroes or even villains suddenly found themselves fighting each other. I think that idea has legs, and I'm really excited to see how Restoration Games manages to continue to interpret all of these different heroes and different fighters. And this is just the base game with these 4 characters. Already there's a handful of expansions that add some really interesting fighters to the mix. InGen versus the Raptors from Jurassic Park, Bigfoot, Bruce Lee, and most recently, Cobble and Fog has come out that includes 4 brand new Victorian-era monsters and heroes to battle against each other. We barely just took this thing out of the shrink wrap, so this will be another review. Overall, the aesthetics, the rules, and the gameplay experience of Unmatched make it, for me, an immediate hit. And while it is, as I said, definitely a game that is all about contention, the fact is that the ability to get in, have a great fight, and then move on and maybe try with a different group or a different pairing makes it ideal for light, fast, combative gameplay. Overall, I absolutely recommend Unmatched, and I can't wait to see where this franchise goes. And that's it. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see more of our reviews, please click on either of these playlists. The Game in a Minutes are really quick, and the other reviews are a bit more in-depth. If you would like to subscribe to Gameosity, go ahead and click on that G, and ring the bell so that you get a notification each time we publish. And if you like what we do and you'd like to support us, please check out links to our Patreon below. All the support that you've given us so far has made all of this possible, and every bit makes a big difference for us. Thanks, we'll see you next game.